Hey guys, Mark Lane again. Hey, thanks for joining me. Listen, in this video, I wanted to, explain something that happened in this house. Then I wanted to talk about how you overcome problems that happen in this business. So this property I bought at an auction. Okay, I could drive by, I could see the house, the outside, and outside is great. You know, new windows, new siding, good area, a lot of other new houses. So I thought, you know, it looked like a pretty good investment. I bought the property and in an auction, and it came with people inside. So it took me about 2 months to get these people out of the house. You know, I had to go through an attorney, I had to serve them, all that. Anyway, I ended up getting inside the house, and it was completely trashed. One of the worst that we've had. And you know, I'm like, oh, you know, shoot, now it's going to cost me. I mean, it was pretty much full rehab. Had to do everything new to it. Spent more on it than what I wanted to. And then, beyond that, we end up having basically an entire full foundation we had to replace. Okay, so you know, went from this investment that I thought was going to be pretty good, and I think that we're still going to be okay on it, just not as good as what I'd like to be. But then I end up having a $12,000 foundation to fix. So maybe sometimes you're scared to jump into real estate or to flipping houses because you're scared of that kind of thing happening. Of, well, what if I get into it and I've got this foundation I have to fix, or what if I get into it and I think maybe I'm going to end up having to lose money. Well, here's the thing: is that there's no such thing as a perfect deal. All right, there's just no such thing as a perfect deal. So we have to eliminate that thought. You know, when I started, I wanted every deal to be able to make a certain profit and a certain kind of ROI. And once I started doing it, I realized they're all over the board once they're done. Like, we can project, but the actuals of what we get are oftentimes not very close to the projection. So another thing is, when we get these types of deals where they end up not in the place that we want them to be, we just have to take it. All right, there's no other way around it. We just have to realize, it's just one deal in our life that we have to overcome. And if we make 5,000, if we end up losing 5,000, if we lose 10,000, it's not the end of the world, right? It doesn't completely shatter our life. We just put it behind us. Maybe I refinance it and I just end up renting it out instead of selling it, making a profit. And then a couple years later, I build up the equity and then I sell it. Okay, so there's exit strategies for this kind of stuff. You have to take the plunge, you have to take the action in order to get the benefits out of it. If you're hoping that every deal is going to be perfect in order for you to make real estate work, then you're not going to have a very good chance of succeeding at it. You have to be okay with a few setbacks here and there. One of my mentors says that the way to wealth in real estate is a lot of mediocre deals over time, and that's true. We don't usually get these huge winners that all of a sudden we're rich 2 years later. It doesn't normally happen like that. Most of it's going to be hundreds of deals over the years, from $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 profits and some losses mixed in there to make us wealthy. That's just how it works. All right.